Ah, talking about a soy boy. This should be interesting. Let me like this before I forget. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If consider joining the Rat Pack over here on Twitch if you would like to do that, and that's pretty cool. So let's just continue with the video.
My producers told me before I was heading in this room that I was about to talk to someone who knows his numbers, who is financially well informed. Yet I have seen someone add a credit limit on a card and above a credit limit on 2 cards.
We have the credit limit. Why don't you read these if I always just immediately forget what I saw? Oh,
well, spending on those cards. I don't understand.
Your producers didn't lie. I'm well informed about it.
Mathematically, it is proven right here. Take a
hair dye piercing tattoos. It's got the little earring thing. Well, not that. Yeah, no. Okay, there you go.
look. That is gonna ruin my day.
Hi, my name is Marcus, and I'm based in Round Rock, Texas. I'm 25 years old, and this is Financial Audit.
Okay, let's see
what do you do in Round Rock for a living?
So now I'm in sales development. Fancy word for I handle the inbound and outbound initial emails, phone calls, and such.
For what?
It's in video and game development.
Ooh, that's fun.
Extremely cool.
Yeah.
But some of the audience might be familiar with the strikes that happened last year. So I have 2 jobs, and I've had 2 jobs for 5 or 6 years now.
Okay, well, let's stick with that one first. What do you make with this job? Is it widely commission based?
So no, the salary was pretty good. I cut it down to part-time, but it was $55,000 at full-time. But now I've cut that down halfway, so $27,500.
What?
It shakes out to about $26.44 an hour, I believe.
Okay. Why'd you cut that down?
So I was getting pretty frustrated because I hit my 2-year mark there, and initially when I had joined the team, everything was really great. But then, so I was hired on to kind of start this role in the company, and the one other person I was hired with, she left the company.
Okay.
And then shortly after that, my boss, the chief strategy officer, left the company, and things kind of started falling apart there. So one of the biggest issues was that I didn't have KPIs. So no matter how good or poorly or average I did, I didn't have anything to show for it. So I couldn't push for promotions. I couldn't push for raises. I couldn't even push for bonuses.
Aren't you gathering your own then?
I tried many times, and I put forward proposals for
How long have you been part-time then?
Since April.
Are you not showing the company that you're on your way out?
The team is shrinking.
Why would they keep you if you're indicating you're on your way out?
Yeah.
Well, I try to.
That's very true, actually.
And even recently, I've asked to go back to full time, but because of how much the industry as a whole is struggling.
Okay, so is the company struggling because of the company's actually revenue struggling?
Yeah.
It's not because of the culture. Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the other job? You said you have 2 jobs, so what's the other?
So now I'm in security. I just got into that last month.
Oh, security's great. Wait, what kind of security? Cybersecurity?
Private security. Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Pays decent. It's not what I would prefer.
How many security people have we had on this show? And why is it like all the security people look like I would not trust them with my safety? I know that as long as you have a pew-pew, I guess it's the great equalizer, but still, I think they generally don't have pew-pews with private security. So, I don't know if I'd trust this guy to protect me. It doesn't give, like, the Schwarzenegger, like, feeling of protection. Security will hire anyone with a pulse? That is basically what I'm getting. That's the impression I'm getting based on who we've seen, who's, security. But, interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the pay?
So that one's $21 an hour right now.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a little lax to kind of just walk around a complex. So
yeah.
In the meantime,
how many hours a week?
It's between 30 and 50 right now.
So what's the income that comes in on a monthly basis? What came in last month?
Last month, I believe it was like something like 40.
It's because they look like they won't hurt you. They hire them. And also what Rose says, yeah?
4,100, give or take.
This is actually a bit confusing. We had cash and check-in. That might be from work. 1,748. And we had Zellen of 2,238. And then a payroll check of 887.
Okay.
So,
but also a Robinhood cash out. Obviously, we're not going to count that. So minus that, we're at 4,964.
I hope that was long term for the sake of his taxes.
Just about.
That sounds about right. Some of that might have been Venmo that was not my income. Some of the small Venmos, like I think there was like a 300 on there. That was me asking my parents for help.
You're asking your parents for help right now.
Do I have family
Unfortunately,
and
yeah.
friends on this one? No. Yes. Yes, I do. Good. Said as someone who used to work security. If you can stay awake and don't steal from the customers, they will hire you. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I made poor decisions.
Interesting.
I needed some extra income.
How long have you been asking your
I
parents?
wonder why, because I guess to some degree security is just showing that someone's there watching. Like it might be like is it someone like where they put up security cameras and sometimes they don't even work, but it's just the idea that you're being watched is enough to hopefully deter? I don't know.
Parents for help.
Probably since 2022, I want to say. Yeah, it's occasional, and I try to minimize
What's occasional?
That was the first point that I had asked for help since in like a year, probably. But that was
How
because,
much?
So I mean, grand total this year, I think I've taken 2,300.
It's
maybe
okay to get help, but you've
Really?
personally cut your own hours down by choice.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, what the f are we talking about getting help?
Definitely
Yeah,
questionable.
You cut down your own hours by choice because you didn't like it. Which, okay, we can do, but all of a sudden if we're not able to pay our bills, we're looking for a better strategy to recoup the income that we're losing.
So it wasn't just
Yeah.
because I didn't like it. When I cut my hours down in April, it was because I met somebody who made 60,000 in 1 month doing door-to-door sales, and I
Oh
thought, well,
no.
I can do that.
Oh, f- me.
Yeah,
Good lord.
it was terrible. I tried it. I made like one sale, got me about $2,000, and then after that was
What were you selling?
They sold you on the sales job. They're selling you the sales job. Was it like an MLM or something? What?
Door to door.
solar.
Of course.
Of course, it's fucking solar. So
Oh. Oh, freaking solar salesman. That's annoying as shit to deal with.
it was for a purpose. I was pursuing.
Sure, they made 60K. They totally were being paid through a down. They totally weren't being paid through a downline. Yeah, yeah. That sounds shady as shit. That sounds very MLM-y. And then a lot of the solar sales is kind of shady.
Other income, but then it didn't work out. And
So if it doesn't work out, go to the job and say, can I get more hours, right? Because you're sales. So you're benefiting the company. If you're working more, if they're allowing you to work more hours, it's because you're obviously generating revenue for the business.
the sales pipeline was so dry that any
Almost
work,
as dry as your mouth. Take a drink.
Ugh.
You're smacking.
yeah, the sales pipeline was real dry. Any additional work I could have put in was really just being done by the sales directors.
How long do
anyways.
you have sales on your resume?
3.5 years, maybe.
See, that's great. Because sales, you can take that skill and you can sell something. Listen, I wouldn't say go door to door for solar. That's usually not the
Yeah.
sales that's like, woo, let's do that, because everyone tries that and everyone
Yeah.
hates solar salesmen.
Yeah.
I can
Yes.
gift you a tech certification, a tech sales certification through Course Careers to help boost that resume further. But or do you want to keep going into sales? Because this can still be a
Absolutely.
lucrative place. Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sales is where I want to be. I want to start I've started my own businesses. Haven't really got them going yet. But,
Oh, God.
What business did you start? When are you? Oh, that's such a detract.
Can you
That's taking.
stick to
No,
one
no,
thing,
what?
please?
No, what businesses are you
Please?
starting? Because you're taking money from your parents right now. What are you starting? What business are you starting? A little entrepreneur? What are we doing?
So now I'm just working on product research, trying to find ways to break into e-commerce. And
What?
Oh,
What side of e-commerce are you
why?
trying to break into?
starting with Amazon FBA.
Oh, f me. Are you drop shipping guy?
That's what
I'd probably
it
start
sounds.
with that. I would
Good
assume.
lord, no. Oh, yeah. Surprised we haven't seen more drop shippers, but oh, good lord. Weirdly enough, uh, so being VTuber on Twitter so that you can advertise and stuff, generally you get like bombarded with people being like, "Oh, do you want more and more stuff? Do you want like emotes and stuff?" And it's like I the time I didn't really have need for them because I can't do it. But so I'd always say no. But one person who reached out to me was freaking trying to sell me on drop shipping, which was absolutely bizarre. And I don't know why.
Okay.
But
So
additionally,
you tried solar sales, which everyone and their mom does. So you're trying the other thing that everyone and their mom does.
yeah.
And of course, there are people that make it just like there are people that make it in anything.
Drop shipping is inherently scummy. It's inherently scummy. Why would you want to do that?
The majority?
Yeah, seeing somebody show the proof that they made 60,000, I thought, if I made a tenth of that, I'd be fine.
10,000?
No, they made 60,000 in just March.
And in a month.
1 month, 60,000.
Was it busy season?
And they showed me the proof.
Or is this the drop
I figured
shipping?
I could do it. It was not as easy as I expected. Additionally, for my own business, I'm studying the International Residential Code to maybe start a second stream of building inspections.
Building inspections? You're going to be an inspector?
Yeah, I think it's a good qualification.
Sure it is, but what gets me a little concerned is when we just have so many, our hands in so many different pots, you're not focusing in on one. We're part-timing, we're borrowing money from parents. Sounds like you're doing every hustle that every, like I'm going to be an entrepreneur type of person does. Like you're going down those same rabbit holes as so many people. The success rate for dropshipping is generally between 10 and 20%.
That's higher than I thought it was.
To be fair, you're surprised,
So it sounds like something we should bet our life on. that is funny. Yeah, our life. Yeah,
I supplement by
life's a
working the 50 to 70
Part-time.
hours a week.
No, what do you mean?
I
So
have two
both jobs come together?
Yeah. So I have,
But who working 50 to 70 hours a week is borrowing money from their parents?
it was because for a short. So while I had two jobs, the previous job I worked as a server in a restaurant, and then I quit that. So there was about a 2-month period where I only had the one job that was part time. So I usually work two jobs. And
why? So because I think it gets us a little confused when we have our hands in so many different pots. What you could be doing is focusing the skills resume you have, possibly taking advantage of the certification to boost your resume. Take that, find a better sales job, an actual sales job in an actual company that isn't you just going out there and busting for solar. Take that, work 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, and make more money instead of making less money at 50 to 70. But because you're distributing your time and energy across all these different piles of things, you're not focused in on what can actually be what's generating you the revenue to take care of debt, obviously, because you're on the show and anyone that comes on the show has debt. So again, I mean, that's just another pile that is in this thing that you have to deal with.
Yeah, I agree. And that's part of the issue is that the job market right now is extremely competitive. So finding something that's full-time and pays at least what I'm making now or more, which is what I would need. I think that I need for my bills, but I haven't worked out the budget the way that you do.
I'm excited to see what it
I'm trying to
actually
find
looks
something
like.
that can at least get me maybe $4,500 a month full-time.
Next time you go to sell something in person, man, just threaten to stab their eyes out with the weapons hanging from your ears.
I consider it.
If you're fed up with your current brokerage, whether it's sneaky fees, lack
over here.
Moo today. So what's going on? What are we looking at today?
My situation, I think, is a little different than some of the people on here because my issue is that I'd consider myself pretty financially literate, and I choose to make I choose to make poor decisions and then can't even justify it to myself later looking at it.
Oh God, is that worse?
Case. But I look at the numbers.
That might be worse.
Don't know where all my money's going.
How are you financially literate, but you don't know where your money's going? What are you talking? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Those contradict each other to the extreme. Take a drink. You are a lip smacker. You are a dry mouth guy. This is a podcast. No one wants that.
Stop it.
What'd you give yourself? Self-assessed. Financial score.
I'd give myself
0 to 10.
A generous 4. I pay my bills. My bills are paid.
Okay, Tammy. Why?
Oh, come on.
Amy, sorry.
I have.
That's not worth a 4.
Historically, every single bill since I was 18. Everything is all paid on time. Nothing hits collections. Nothing.
That's our definition of being solid down the middle.
It's
Close.
4 is below average, but the positive points that I give myself on the score are the fact that a lot of people do have late payments or collections and things, and I don't have that because I pay my bills.
Okay. If you want your hammer finance,
Again, we need to redefine. I think he needs to do a better job at defining what he uses as his score, because it seems like 5 is like American Dream, you have a house. So I think you're probably more like a 2. If,
score.
We'll
It's free.
see.
A link in the description below. And if you want to be on the show, by the way, and if you have interesting story, interesting finances, anything like that, apply. CalebHammer.com/apply. We'll have you here in Austin, Texas. Let's start with the Best Buy card.
Jesus Christ.
what did you buy on the
That is
Best Buy
tough.
card?
Okay.
Why
Sure.
is it so bad
Okay.
that you're reacting like that?
Listen, the thing is, what is everything a joke? What are you doing?
he gonna
No,
cry?
this is the co-lap with my worst credit card and
I forgot to press on the cope. I think he's like laughing and crying at the exact same time.
some of the worst decisions.
Yeah, financially literate. I'm a 4 out of 10, guys. You're financially literate, you say. You
Why did he turn into moist critical?
pay your bills, all this stuff. The credit limit on here is $10,700. You're at $10,967.
Holy shit.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
Interest hits like a truck.
So why are you purchasing on it then?
So I kind
Good
of
Lord.
fall into this loop.
What
where-
is that? What are you doing? You're adjusting with it constantly.
Oh, because it falls.
Why are you wearing it?
I have some scars that bother me.
That's fine. Sorry. I'm just the spending annoyed me.
Yeah, so I'm in this loop where my credit card minimum payments take up like all of my income. So then when I have to buy things like gas and groceries and fun money,
Fun money. F you. Why would
You
there be
don't
fun
need the
money?
fun
Smirk,
money.
smirk, smirk. Why would there be fun money?
tough.
Why would there be
Oh,
fun
boy.
money? In what world would there be fun money if you literally cannot pay your bills?
It's tough to keep going without fun stuff.
How much fun
Uh.
stuff?
Probably like 200 a month.
Sorry.
Okay.
That's just gonna kill the listeners.
Probably 200 a month. Fun money.
So how much was your spending?
Spending on what?
Spending.
I mean, all of it. I mean, at least all of my paychecks, because that's
It's not a number.
This is total disgust.
4,200.
7,024.
He has a 401k loan? Have I put that on the I don't think I put that on the card yet. Why does it keep happening? You have close to 11k on one credit card. You don't have fun money. Yeah. Oh god. What was I looking for? Spend more than they make. There we go.
Financially literate. 4 out of 10.
I know a lot of that was rent.
Hello, Spoon. How are you doing? We have a solar salesman drop shipper man, which does not scream confidence, and he spends like 11k on a Best Buy card. So and he's talking about fun money. So this is great.
It
But
doesn't matter. It's the number.
yeah,
You
yeah,
thought it was almost half.
yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. And your bullshit, you think it's only a couple $100, $400.
For bull, yeah, I think so.
Mm.
Going out to eat was a little small. Large purchases. You had large purchases of $1,777. Even your phone bill is $428.
What?
My portion is
Substantially
250.
less, so it comes in.
Yeah, I don't know where all that money went. For the substantial purchase, I cannot think of anything that was.
Oh, we'll go through them.
1,700.
Don't you believe it? It wasn't a single purchase of 1,776. Going out to eat was about 500. Well, going out to eat and miscellaneous bullshit was about 500 combined, which is already over your 400 max of money that you thought you spent on bullshit. Unnecessary. Fun.
Oh, fun money and debt. F this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's more than I thought I was spending.
Okay, Best Buy.
Oh Lord.
$10,967.76.
Oh my gosh.
Minimum monthly payment, and you're right. This is It's substantial. $651.76. That's a huge hit. It's a huge hit, especially while just trying to gather money from anywhere we can by working different jobs. I get it. Interest charged $273. You made the minimum monthly payment, but it doesn't matter because you purchased $1,329 on it, which makes no sense when it's accruing that much interest when you're at the credit limit and when you can't make more than the minimum monthly payment.
I think that a majority of that was the phone bill and electric bill.
Oh, really? You're paying that on a credit card?
Of what else would have been substantial on it?
Apple bill, in-app, or a subscription. OpenAI, ChatGPT, in-app Apple thing. Truthfinder.com. Who are we truth finding on?
You guys think that he's a gotcha addict? Do you think that we can... I hope that he mentions it so that we can get gambling.
Okay, so that one was relevant. I was looking for family members' information.
Why?
Oh,
Didn't have access to it.
Huh?
Somebody been missing for a while.
Someone's missing.
Yeah.
Did you find him?
Found him now. Yeah, and I canceled it immediately.
And are they?
Yeah, things are good.
Other family members couldn't connect you?
That's eventually what ended up happening because Truthfinder couldn't do it.
Good Lord, you wasted $30.
In-app Apple purchase, 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 or subscriptions, whatever these are. I can't see.
They're subscriptions.
Oh, well, you have every subscription possible.
Well, they're for Apple Care for a bunch of individual devices.
1, 2, 3.
I don't know. He's one of those. He's got to be like one of those tech bros where they just buy all the tech, but they don't actually understand the tech.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8?
I believe 6 are Apple Care.
The rest is Grindr? 5. Okay, and then HBO Max, and then Best Buy.
HBO I canceled because that one should be included with my phone bill, but for some reason it's not, and I don't even watch it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then Best Buy.
How much was it Best Buy?
For it?
It looks like you went and got a bag of candy or something.
Oh, no, was it $1?
$132 to Apple.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep all these Apple Care subscriptions because
Why?
I just am nervous I'm going to break something that's going to cost way more.
Cool. Keep paying your...
He's definitely got an iPhone 16 Max already. Yeah.
Monthly payment on this as you are, and it takes 25
He gives that
years
impression.
to pay off.
Yeah, that was bad.
$1,695.33 of interest this year alone on this card. The year's not even done.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, which is
$2,000 by the end of the year, probably.
Yeah, that's what prompted me to do all of this because I looked at all of my credit cards combined and saw I was paying about $600 a month in just interest. Pretty severe.
Why do you know some things but you don't know others? You have taken the step of understanding that. Woo, wonderful, great. Sorry, I was being sarcastic. No, genuinely, that is great. But then why do you not know that you're spending double what you thought you were spending? Why are you putting money on a card that you cannot pay off? Why are you doing all the actions behind these that are absolutely ridiculous?
Looking for something scalable to get me out of it.
Yeah, I choose a job, which usually has more than a 10% success rate.
I've got 2 of them.
Yeah, I choose a full-time job.
I've got 1 of them.
Full-time job that pays the bills, which you can with your resume experience and potential skill set.
Yeah.
The issue is really just
getting
you're that
endlessly scratching your legs. Dude.
Oh, I'm just adjusting my pants.
Okay.
Why?
What's going on down there?
Because I feel like they're high waters. I don't think they are, but I'm trying to adjust them.
None of that or words to me.
Yeah. I absolutely feel like I could find a better job, but just looking for something.
No, that wasn't my question. My question is, why are you knowledgeable in the fact that you know you're paying so much interest, but nothing has changed around it?
Scalable, it's called work hours per dollar. But he wants to drop ship, bro. He wants to drop ship. Or just sell a few people solar and it'll be fine. Oh, hi Dan, how you doing today? I was watching a movie and I'm late. What movie were you watching? Was it a good one? Do you have some nervous twitches? Yeah, it does.
You gathered the information, but you didn't execute anything.
Well, the issue is keeping up with the minimums right now. And
what was it? $150 to spend on Apple? That gets you close to some of the minimums.
Yeah.
It was a good comedy called Last Godfather. I don't think I've heard of that one. I'll have to look into that. If you're in debt, you're selling/installing a ton of solar, period. Yeah. Because, okay, so he's got the solar, he's got the drop shipping, he's got security, because for some reason everyone's in security. And then he also works at a game company or something. So, that's a lot. Oh, hi, Boxing. How you doing today? I've got ADHD. Hope you don't mind me scratching my... Oh, God. Ugh. Dropshipping is dead? Yeah, well, dropshipping's already kind of feels very scummy, so I'm fine with drop shipping dying. Let it die, let it die, let it shrivel up and die.
You're never going to catch up on the minimums if you're making this balance go even higher and higher and higher every month. You make it worse because your minimum last month was $400, but now it's $651.
And that was paid. I pay every statement as soon as I get.
Yeah, but it's going higher. You're making it harder for yourself, and you're saying it's taking away from actually making any more progress.
You really count it as like, oh, well, I pay my bills are paid. When I go over the credit limit on the credit card that I'm putting my bills on, did you actually pay your bills? It seems like as if it's all going on the credit card. I just know solar, and if you're good at it, sell good products. You can make bank compared to the others. Yes, true.
Yeah,
It's just kind of annoying to deal with solar salesmen.
I unfortunately agree with that. Not much I can argue against.
No, I'm asking why. You haven't given me a reason why. At least self-assessed, you think you have done.
At least security, no idea about games. Yeah. Literally every dropshipper bought a 500 course on making money and can't handle the discomfort of admitting they were wrong. Yeah, no, that's how you make money in dropshipping. It's not the dropshipping, it's selling courses to people who are stupid enough to think that they can do the dropshipping.
No actions around this, even though you are knowledgeable about your interest situation and your minimum monthly payment situation. Why don't you cut back on the eating out, on any of the fun?
I don't think I eat out very often.
Listen, your eating out was $200. It's not absolutely insane compared to a lot of people on the show. That's a third of this minimum monthly payment.
Yeah.
It gets you there. Your other miscellaneous bullshit about $300. Throw that towards it. You're basically there. You're almost there. Wham! I can't afford my minimum monthly payments. Mommy and daddy, come help me. Oh wait, on things that are just going out to eat, stopping and getting taquitos, and just bullshit video games or whatever.
Buy Dr. Spoon's drop shipping for morons, just $4.99.99. Sounds like a good deal to me.
That could have paid the minimum monthly payment almost.
That was I only asked for help while I had one part-time job. Now I'm good. Now I don't need help.
Listen, it happened.
Yeah.
And this is the life you're living.
Spoon, shut up and take that money. Oof.
You're spending that money, and you're saying because of the minimum monthly payments being too high, that's why I can't afford to live and I'm not making progress. Where in fact you could have more than made your past minimum monthly payment. But again, you put more money on this. But with what goes to miscellaneous BS and going out to eat, it was nothing.
Yeah, so I have a bit of a plan for that card.
Let's hear. Plans are good. It's just the execution behind it that concerns me based on your actions. But go ahead.
That's a little what I'm concerned about too, is the execution.
Sure.
But I got.
Then you need to start watching Futurama again. I started it. I think I'm through the first season, and I need to watch more of it. My dude introduced me to it, and I've been having fun with it. I just need to get back to watching it. There's so many things I need to watch, though. I have like an ever-growing list.
A personal loan, which I've done before.
No.
Okay, but it's a good one.
Is everything in here? Do I have the statement?
Oh, gosh.
You have the inquiry on this one.
What's the good news, Spoon? What's the good news?
He brought a little. What is it? Folder.
The Experian report. So I was rocking with 0 inquiries for quite some time, but when I was looking at everything, I trying to figure out a way to fix it. And
when someone brings a fresh folder to the show, you know things are not going well.
So my idea is paying off this 30% interest rate and then another card with a 30% interest rate. The loan is 17.73. So, and not spending on those cards anymore.
No, you need to close them. You can't control it. You can't control it. It's gonna hurt my credit. It doesn't matter. You're not taking advantage of any credit. The credit's taking advantage of you. It's fucking you. You have 30% maxed out, over maxed out. You can't do it. You can have a card. You can have something like the Fizz card, a charge card. You put the money on, you can only spend what you put on in it.
I've seen 3 full episodes of Futurama and a million clips. I was joking about the professor's catchphrase, but I did save 15% on my car insurance. Oh my gosh.
Helps your credit. You can do that. You cannot have access to $10,000. You can't. You don't know how to do it.
Yeah, and every time, like I had it at like 6,400, and then they raised my credit.
Oh yeah, the good news, everybody, is that okay? I understand. I understand. Was the professor's catchphrase? Okay, got it.
And they keep will.
And they
so
knew.
stop.
That's the good news was
That's what you would have to do. I don't want you to
understand.
consolidate anyway, because doing that before fixing behavior doesn't do anything. That just fucks you. That brings up cards. That makes you open another card. That gets you in a worse situation. Trust me, many people have been on the show that are on the other side of what you're about to do.
My only concern with closing the cards, though, is
screw himself.
affecting the average
You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
age of credit history.
Yes,
credit
absolutely.
utilization.
Of course, absolutely. It affects your credit score. But guess what? You're getting at 30% overspending on your limit. What is more beneficial that you're going to take advantage of with having a good credit score than you are getting? Now, legitimately, guys, I believe that you
What? There we go.
don't let this opportunity pass you.
Well,
What's more beneficial?
If your credit score is 2,000 in interest. Was he talking about his credit score? Did I miss that? If he talked about his credit score, then that's another number on the card.
Beneficial mathematically that you're taking advantage of than the negative impact you are getting right now with this.
The end goal is fixing it and then being able to get a house. Now, a house is
Yeah, and we
impossible.
Oh yeah, no, he is concerned about credit score. Good lord.
Do
now.
that, and guess what? You can build a credit score again with charge cards. And yes, you're right. Credit history and credit age will be an impactful part of this. You're also lowering it by opening the personal loan anyway. But regardless, we can get you into the world of having a good credit score and getting a house.
How'd you get the platinum card? I paid my bills on time. I've always had good credit. Oh boy.
That's far away anyway, because you're negative money right now. So by the time that that's even a part of it, we can have discipline. We can have credit cards. You're looking long-term but short-term. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's been a common trend looking at the long term and making the poor decisions that don't coincide with it.
Okay, and what are you doing to address this? It's not, this show's not a magic pill. We're gonna call out the situation. You should just make
Yeah, Caleb is not a magic
people
pill.
aware of their situation, creating a light plan, and connecting them with resources.
So I try to follow a bit of a budget, but it usually only goes.
No budget. You didn't know how much
come
came
on.
in. You didn't know
Pay your bills on time is the important part. Your credit cards aren't that important. Yeah.
how much went out. You don't budget. Don't even use the word budget. Go through a budgeting class. Go through the budgeting program. Take all the quizzes. Go through all 3 hours. Take your family through it if you want. You get it for free for being a guest on the show. Go through that, because no, you don't budget. You don't know what a budget is. And you can get the budgeting program right now and the investment
They're fine if, you pay your bills on time. Yeah,
program where you get $100 into your Mumu account. And that's all.
Oh, you see, though, he pays his bills on time. It's totally fine. If it's on the credit card that he's paying his bills, he's technically paying his bills, kind of ish. Right?
A 15% discount right now, by the way. Check that out. But you get it for free. So go through it. Take advantage of it. On the Apple Card, $1,431.82. With a $51 minimum monthly payment. You could have easily made this minimum monthly payment with the amount you spent, with a fourth of what you spent on going out to eat. So I don't know what the you're talking about before.
And I did.
Monthly payments. Yeah, you paid it, but you said it takes away all your money from being able to make progress. I know you're making minimum, but progress.
I think I pay more than a minimum. I'm pretty sure that on usually
Did it on the last one.
And so on the best
On the Apple, you did on the last one.
Spoon, you should become a public speaker. You have such charming good advice. Yes.
You did not.
Did not pay the.
On the Apple, you did. On the previous card we looked at, you did not.
Oh, so that one was because the minimum for.
Someone else is paying his bills technically, because that's what credit is. Someone paying for you and you pay them back. Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird that he's so proud of paying his bills when he's putting it on a freaking credit card.
The Best Buy is usually like
and not paying off the credit card.
400, but because the interest shoved it way over the limit, the minimum also tacks on the over limit.
Yeah, you made a little more. 27.24% interest rate. You're getting $35.70 of interest accruing. So it's accruing across the board. 401.
Backup people will not be happy to hear me scream common sense at them. I don't know. Sometimes isn't Jordan Peterson pretty popular, and he tells people to clean their room, so there's a market for it.
Okay. Oh, okay. 401k loan though. This is a loan. I was gonna say usually the investment accounts are at the end of the stack. Well, that's why. 1,883 against your $6,800 in equity position.
Yeah, so the issue with that.
Why did you?
Every time my card goes into debt, I'll just get another card to pay it off. Yeah, no, that's totally a viable strat that totally never backfires on people.
Take out a pay.
Someone got mad because I said paying for dinner on credit is broke behavior because someone is paying for you. Thank you for following. I appreciate it.
401k loan. That's the issue.
That was to pay off a previous personal loan.
How did that work?
Oh boy.
So you're doing it again.
Yeah, that personal
And
loan.
guess what? We brought up more debt on the side anyway. Because we didn't fix the behavior before we tried taking a shortcut.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the issue with those was that the company, in a lot of the adjustments, they switched from one provider to a different provider, and then from that provider to another provider, which stopped those from getting automatically paid. And then they just ended up defaulting. I'll probably just call them up and pay them to have that closed out, though.
This?
Why didn't you do
first
that before
anything? Before the credit cards. What's the interest rate on this?
If I recall, I think the interest rate pays back into the account. But
what's the interest rate on the loan?
On that one, I don't know.
Oh boy.
Well, it's not on here. And I know your minimum monthly payment. Yes, that comes up before you get money, probably.
Not anymore, because once they...
What's the minimum monthly payment then?
I think both of them were...
There's two.
There's one with like a balance of 244, one with like a 1,800 balance.
Oh, let's see the
Good lord.
Okay. So what's the minimum monthly payment?
Both of them were 84.
Broke behavior is asking some buff guy how their exercise is going, and they say, "Shut up, I'm walking to work." I have money in the bank, but I need 3% on $200, so I have to charge it. Yeah. Yeah. Oof. I mean, if you're immediately paying it off, it's fine. If you're doing it with a credit card. But if you're keeping a balance on it, then yeah, no, that's cringe. $6. You need to risk interest payments for $6. Yeah, that's dumb. If you don't have it like set up so that you won't get charged interest, then yeah, no, that's not beneficial to you.
So I think
84 together.
I think maybe 170 together.
Freedom card. Ooh, this is chunky. $5,390.20. I swear if you purchase on this, I'm gonna freak out. You didn't, thank you. But you're basically at the credit limit.
Yeah, that's why I didn't purchase on it.
Minimum monthly payment $176. Again, with your spending and eating out. Yeah, you did make a little extra. So what do you mean there's no money left over? You're obviously putting a little extra towards some of the debts. But you're also going about it in a weird way. What's your strategy? You're putting a little extra to this one, a little extra to this one, a little extra to this one. Like that doesn't make any progress. That's not
really
any of the accepted debt payoff strategies.
It's paying all of them off more than the minimum. So I feel like
a terrible strategy. That's not a strategy.
If you put
it's
all the
wasting
extra
your money
on your smallest debt, right? It pays off the smallest debt quicker, right? Than paying just a little extra on everything across the board, correct?
The snowball.
Now, when you pay off the smallest debt, what happens?
No more interest on that one.
Okay.
Now
you no longer have the minimum monthly payment on that. And that minimum monthly payment that used to go towards that gets rolled into the next one, and that's why it snowballs. So that's the benefit of the snowball. Avalanche. What's Avalanche? You know Avalanche?
Yes.
Oh, Avalanche is the other widely accepted debt payoff strategy. Avalanche is paid off the highest interest card. Why do we do this? We do this.
How are you doing? I'm going to try to pronounce this. If I am wrong, I am wrong. Caney? Is that how you say it? I can't read.
So, we don't have the highest interest rate card accruing
anymore. That's correct.
Mathematically, that one actually saves the most amount of time.
How are you doing today? I hope you're having a good day.
Or actually saves the most amount of money, but that's snowball is the best psychologically, keeping people motivated. No one suggests putting a little extra across the board because you're not making progress on your highest interest card. It's substantially.
Watch some of your YouTube videos and finally cut a stream. Well, welcome to the Rat Pack over here. It's very exciting to have you.
You YouTube, and you're not making progress on your smallest debt to allow that minimum.
The Otaku Otter. Glad I'm able to catch your stream. I'm glad you were able to join us over here, Otter. That's very cool. Oh my God, she said, Kenny, you bastard. Oh, like Kenny. Yeah.
Payment to go to the next step. Like this strategy is getting you nowhere quicker.
Yeah.
I mean, technically quicker than just minimum monthly payments, but it's not accelerating you there like the other plans would have you.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I don't think I framed it that way before. With this personal loan, I didn't know the name of Avalanche, but that's how I was looking at doing it.
Okay, but you're not. Why?
Well, now I am. I was going to do the Best Buy and then Venmo.
Well, okay, what you were going to do, but
properly, dude. Hey. Also, before I forget, let me go ahead and, just in case if anyone's interested, I will go ahead and put the link. Rat Park. Rat Park? Rat Pack? Don't know.
You're not doing
the Rat Pack in the Rat Cage. Rat Skate Park.
It hasn't.
That would be interesting. They're pretty smart, so you can train them to do some things. So I would personally love to see a rat skate park. That sounds hilarious.
Doing it.
Okay, but you're not. Why?
Well, now I am. I was going to do the Best Buy and then Venmo.
Well, okay, what you were going to do, but you're not doing it.
It hasn't been done yet.
Like we can all say we were going to do something.
Yeah.
But it's not what you were doing.
Yeah, so I agree with the Avalanche side of things. I don't want to do.
You were above the credit limit at the beginning of the month
because of interest.
Yes, because of interest. But you also put it all the way up there in order for it to be.
Pretty sure rats can push on a skateboard. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they can. I think I might have seen it at some point because they have all kinds of rats trained to do things.
Put above with interest.
I was making a joke about the rat park experiment, but a skate park sounds cooler. I have not heard of the rat park experiment. What is that? The guests on the show always paying me? Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, and I don't know how all of the the death by 1,000 cuts got me to that.
Because you don't budget. I can't believe you were about to tell me you budget. You don't budget. Yeah. You don't know what a budget is. You've never heard of a budget in your life. Never seen a budget. You've never seen it.
Well, when I look at a budget, I think like I kind of track where all of my paychecks for the next month forward, which bills they're going to pay for. So
yeah, but then you don't look back. There's no point of it if you don't look back and see what actually happened and adjust it for the future. Doesn't make sense. That's what a budget is. Again.
Oh, was it that one where like where they like get depressed? Because the when I and the depressed ones take more drugs, and that they're social and they'll take less drugs. Is it that one or is that a different one?
Again, you'll get it in the class. Woo! Oh, you got a refund from something. Okay, this is a 25.99% interest. Costco card, City Costco. Wow.
Oh boy,
I love that one. That was my first unsecured
Apparently you
card.
do, because it's fucking above the credit limit again. Are you kidding?
Unsocialized versus social rats? Yeah, I think. Yeah.
What do you mean, how is this happening? How's it? You purchased.
He keeps on going over every credit limit, and it's not on my bingo card. I feel so angry.
You fucking purchased on it. How are you doing this?
How does he? He spent like 2,000, right? Because the other one he had spent like 1,300 on like the Best Buy card. And now it's like another 900 on the Costco card. How are you spending this much, dude?
How are you doing this?
Okay, what were
my producers told me before I was heading in this room that I was about to talk to someone who knows his numbers, who is financially well informed.
I'm just gonna say he's not a credit card person. Because this is kind of insane. 96, 94 in interest G's? Yeah, no, it's bad.
Yet I have seen someone add a credit limit on a card and above a credit limit on 2 cards.
Definitely not a credit card person. Yeah. Costco is easily $100 when you go there. True. But you only have to go there like once a month if you're doing groceries. But yeah.
Well, spending on those cards. I don't understand.
Your producers didn't lie. I'm well informed about it. I just keep it going.
You go there once a week? Oh, I have my dude has some coworkers that go there like constantly, like it's Mecca. My dude will also go there to eat like if he's busy and doesn't like pack a lunch, but he'll do it's like $5 for like 3 food items. The hot dogs are 150. I'm going every weekend I can. Yeah, no, that's what my dude does. He gets like the hot dog meal and then he gets a pizza and he's good for like the whole day.
Okay, then that's even worse.
It's worse.
Because if you were ignorant to it and you kept it going, I would, we could help you out of it. But the fact that you're like, it and then you're choosing to fucking stab yourself in your throat.
Yeah, maybe less than death by 1,000 cuts and stab in the throat's accurate.
Really?
But I don't think that I really made any substantial purchases on that.
$882.
Oh, that was the car repair. Yeah, I had to do that.
You didn't have an emergency fund.
I didn't. Every time I have
Okay,
savings, I
guess
just
that
throw
makes
it
sense.
into a card.
Into a
Best first date spot too? I mean, I guess it's not the worst one I've heard.
what?
Into one of the credit cards.
Oh, then it's not savings. That's an emergency fund. What's your car?
It's a 2019 Ford Fusion.
Wait. Okay, who is
Lord.
she?
That's my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Why the are you paying for your girlfriend's car with money you don't have that puts you above a credit limit while interest is accruing?
Between the two of us, it was the best option we had. What the
And
Oh,
a couple
boy.
million people.
yeah, well, what the mechanic was offering was this horrible deferred interest, pay off this large balance within, I think it was like 3 months. Otherwise, it's an interest.
How
Mm.
large?
It working out the numbers, the interest was well over 100%.
No. How large is the balance you had to pay
Because
off
it's
3
deferred.
months?
You could
Oh, like
beat it.
800.
I mean, technically, you could have
You
done
did
it. I
that.
wouldn't have someone like you to have it though, because you don't want to manage paying your debt. But even still, why are you paying for hers? That's what the question was, not what debt offerings were you
Yeah, he's paying for his girlfriend's car because I guess it broke or something. So, good lord.
given.
Because I knew her options were worse. So just kind of between the
Not the car payment. Apparently, like the car broke down or something, and then he put the repairs on a credit card. Did they get multiple bids for the work on the car? I know it's a no. Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way they shopped around. There's no way.
How much are you taking care of her?
I mean, she pays it over time.
Huh? So she's in debt to you.
Technically,
Break
yeah.
the fourth wall, Caleb. Yeah. The
Do
face.
you help her in other ways?
I mean, we live together, but
Does she pay towards rent?
Mhm.
Now, how is
Okay.
this debt payback going? What does it look like?
she just tacks it on to what she gives me for rent. Just throws in
How
a little
much?
extra. Usually about 100.
Usually about 100. So it's not a specific amount to be
Okay.
paid off by a specific amount of time.
So working in a restaurant, money varies quite a bit. So it just depends.
Oh.
I don't ask for
Because
it.
you guys don't budget. Okay.
Okay, so she's a waitress,
you
I
rack up
guess? Oh, it's worse. She's in debt to him. That never helps a relationship. Yeah, that's true. I got multiple quotes on a car repair, and I wasn't even the one paying for it. Yeah.
the card to begin with because it wasn't an $800 card thing. You were already basically there. And also, you, it's Costco Gas, PayPal Postal, Wendy's, Apple Bill, Amazon,
Ooh.
Micro. There actually wasn't a. Oh, here it is. There's the auto repair. But everything else as well. And then a Microsoft thing.
Yeah. So
Then a plan fee.
the plan fee.
Yeah, it's a plan fee for the card.
That's for the
Ah.
computer that I have financed under that card.
Really?
Very nice.
What are you doing?
Good
I have
lord.
a weakness for technology.
Yeah, I got that. I knew you were a tech bro. I knew it. I knew you were that type who like buys every single thing that is shiny and new. I swear. Ugh. I want to get vibes from multiple shops too, not just cost. Yeah, that's true. Just marry her and then the debt is y'all's, not hers. And you get tax benefits. Tax benefits for everyone. Financing a computer. Yeah, no, computers are the worst investment. It's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. If you need it for work, maybe, but generally they'll like reimburse you, right? Yay, tax benefits? Yes. We're both joining the tax benefits club in soonish, I guess. I don't know what your timeline looks like, Countess, but I'm gonna be doing it by this tax year, so I'm excited.
What wrecked this card up to begin with?
I can't remember, and I think part of it is because I used
By the way, I'm buying a Lenovo P620 Threadripper next month, so I'm a hypocrite. It depends on what you're doing with it and how are you financing it? Then that would maybe be hypocritical. But if you're like getting it in cash, that's not hypocritical? I don't know.
to have quite a few.
Yeah, if you're not financing it, then that's not too hypocritical.
And you called yourself knowledgeable about your finances.
Well, I used to have quite a few nights out. I'm now past 9 months sober, so.
Oh, congratulations. That's actually really good. Good job.
Did you say 9 months sober?
What are you saying? So you would spend this for your nights out? Is that what you're saying?
Sometimes, and I think also I would make bad purchases while drunk.
What?
I don't know. I don't remember because I was so drunk.
Well, what about the computer thing?
Oh, he's an alcoholic.
What about it?
Is that when you drunkenly got a computer?
No, that was fully sober. I have an old.
How much was it?
So I had a buddy that worked at Apple. He also had like a.
Not going to be until next year. Told my guy pre-marriage counseling is needed, and the next session offered isn't until February. The one that was originally scheduled for this month was canceled due to the fire. There's a fire? What? You don't know about the fire. Oy.
A 500 off credit in addition to the
What'd you get?
25% off. A very nice.
But yeah, definitely pre-marriage counseling is very good. I definitely recommend. My experience with it was positive.
64 gigabyte RAM Mac Studio.
What the do you do? I want to give you free money right now.
Oh, it's an Apple, so not a real computer. Yeah, true. Yeah, the historical sanctuary of my church burned down a little over 2 months ago. It was on the news. Wow. That's awful.
I'll punch you.
I like to convince myself that I'm going to use it for
what? You must be rendering massive 3D files.
No, I like to future-proof.
Well, what do you do?
Oh, come on.
I've always wanted to do like video editing, video streaming.
Video editing. Are you kidding me? Stream.
You don't need the most powerful computer to do video editing. Also, I don't know if really it's debatable with Macs, but generally I wouldn't choose a Mac if I was doing that. I don't know what I have actually. I got my dad, not my dad. I got my dude's hand-me-down gaming laptop once he built a PC.
Streaming, you do not need that for streaming. Video editing, okay, video editing, sure, unless you're like 4 channels of raw red footage at 8K, you don't need a Max.
I'm planning to use mine to actually start making content with my drone. Maybe some augmented reality stuff. Ooh, that sounds really cool. That sounds really
cool.
But future-proof.
Future-proof doesn't make sense because by the time you would want to get it, there'd be something twice as good out there. By the time you're ready to go. You're not future-proofing. You'll have
Will I do it? Yeah, no. Yeah, I feel you. So many. The fact that I'm even streaming right now, that I at least got this somewhat off the ground, is definitely out of character for me. Because generally, I get distracted and easily discouraged. Thankfully, we had additional facilities, so not all that much was affected aside from reshuffling where and when Sunday schools meet. The Spanish and band lead services also had to be moved to different rooms. Yeah. Well, glad it didn't disrupt you guys too much, but it's still like awful. Future-proofing is a fool's errand. Yes, it is.
Antiquated technology. It'll still do it well, of course, very well, in fact. But still, you bought the technology for what you want to do when better technology will exist.
Yeah, well,
and also for something that again, you're trying like 50 different careers, dropshipping and all this bullshit. We're video editing now. What are you video editing? What kind of video editing? What are we doing? What's the plan? What's happening?
Not doing anything right now because I don't have.
I like to see it as a blessing in disguise. Did you get is there like insurance and stuff so that you can like build back better type stuff?
Time because of the other jobs.
What would you video edit?
Probably games.
Huh?
I like video games. Big
Clips
gamer.
from video games?
That's a great attitude, Rose. Yeah, yeah, true. Uh, so plan is to go into the oversaturated world of video game editing. I mean, I guess there's a chance that you hit it big. I think it might be even worse than the drop shipping chance of success, but you could try that.
Games?
Yeah.
You do not need a Mac Studio.
That's literally correct. Yes.
Get $1,200
Yeah.
PC.
Editing video games, no one's doing that. Yeah, no one's doing that.
Use Premiere Pro. Call it a day.
Adobe's been in some hot water recently, so I kind of stick with Final Cut.
Okay, Final Cut's fine.
I just say use DaVinci Resolve. It's free. I've been able to use it and it's not too bad on all things and considered. And there's like a lot of online support for it. Of course, we had insurance. We were planning to refurbish soon anyway. Now we can rebuild better than ever. Okay, then yeah, that's actually pretty good then. Where it all works out. People do it on their phone. Video game editing, yeah. DaVinci Resolve is great. Yeah.
And it just forces you to get a more expensive device. You'd be okay with how much was your computer after all the things?
After everything, $2,500.
Relatively close to a MacBook Pro you'd probably get, but of course it's not mobile.
And I do have a MacBook Pro from 2018.
You would have been okay, depending on its internals.
Internals
Good
are
Lord.
okay. It's been slowing down over time. It was getting pretty hot.
Is it Apple Silicon?
No, it's 2018, so it has Intel.
Hmm.
So yeah, I wanted something with Apple Silicon, and then current one is just slowing down.
Discover it.
Oh, yeah.
I swear everyone on this show has discovered it. Okay, and here we go. $1,465.99. There's still
And he's
purchases.
purchasing.
There's still purchases. We keep doing this. And again, this is borderline at its max. So everything we've looked at is
You edit your video games? Ah, nice.
either over the max or at its max. While
Ever heard of Cheat Engine?
purchasing.
Oi.
While you're knowledgeable.
I edit on my i7 8700 Elite Desk, a $200 computer with a $100 ARC A38 and A380 video card. Yeah.
About it, which actually upsets me more than anything else because you actually know what's happening and borrowing
Wait,
money
does
from
this
the
also add to his like I want to do another side hustle thing, or is this like just true hobby, but true hobby that you're investing a lot of money into? So part of me thinks it would be slightly better for him to think he's gonna make money off of this, but also at the same time, maybe that's worse. I don't know. He could buy like 10 of them for the price of that Mac. Yeah.
parents. So this is
Yeah, it's because after paying all of my debts,
what you say and what you said, except that's not true because we have your spending categories. We know you spent minimum $500 on bullshit. Then we'll go through the large purchases of $1,776 of $77.
Well, yeah, but I had to use the credit card to do it because
To do what?
I couldn't.
To do what?
To spend.
Yes, but if you didn't spend it on,
He needs to make money from it, yeah. To justify that, but he's not going to. Probably not. Maybe he can, but how long would it take?
you wouldn't have spent it.
I don't think that much across them is full.
It's right here. We went through it. We put the time into it. What do you mean you think? This isn't a think. It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion.
Yeah, I'll have to go through the lines and figure out where that was going.
Holy shit.
PayPal'd out $67. That's in the large purchase category. You Zelled out $1,180. Is that rent?
Please hydrate?
Zelled out.
No, it's not because we have housing as a separate category.
Wait, how much did I Zell out?
Total $1,180. Transfer to an account externally,
Does gamers have
$125. Apple Cash out $380, and Cash Apping out $25. Those are the other large things category, which made up
Better live on Fiverr getting editing gigs? Yeah.
$1,777.
I have no idea what's
Great.
being Zelled out. Yeah.
And then on
I need to figure out what to do with these point system things. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to put them in the Discord or like in the chat, and I'm totally open to suggestions because I have no idea what to put on there.
On this card, even though you made the minimum monthly payment, guess what? The balance went up because you purchased. Even though it's a small amount, you still purchased. Combining that with the $35.71 of interest, it went to $1,465.99 on a credit line of one.
He's close to the limit again. I feel like every single card is close to the limit, which pisses me off more that it's not on my freaking bingo card.
$1,500 with a minimum monthly payment.
Also, I guess it's like bad for him as a person, but my bingo card.
$56 now. Really just the opposite of any progress, the opposite of any discipline, the opposite of any financial maturity, and it's an Amazon purchase.
Seen some people assign sound bites to them. Ah, that could be interesting.
Okay. All right. Oh, what's it?
The Amazon purchase?
Oh, yeah.
I think it was a pen, like a writing utensil pen.
A singular pen for $21?
What?
Oh, 21? No, I don't know.
Pull up your Amazon.
At that point, just go to a bank and take a free pen.
All right, let's see here. Watermelon fountain pen ink intense.
Oh my gosh, really? You got like a fancy pen? It's a specialty thing. Why? Why did you do this?
Your debt's only getting worse. $44 on this pen and then $9 for the ink. Well,
why? Why did you buy the fountain pen? What is the point?
Our debt's only going up and borrowing money from our parents and have no idea what our career is because we're a mess right now. What the world do you live in? You're not living in the real world.
That was after I got the second job and I went back.
I don't give a shit. Your debt's only going up. Don't try to excuse it.
I don't have to borrow from my parents anymore.
I know you keep saying that, but guess what? You did. And your debt's going up.
The debt's going up.
You got some batteries. That's fine. More ink. You got ink twice. You little ink guy.
What is the point? Like, fountain pens can be cool. That's cool. But you can't afford it. Why are you doing this?
And black ink refills. What? Are you pen obsessed? What are you?
They're for work.
Here.
If they're for work, well, they've like... Why can't you take things from work? Why won't work reimburse you? Why isn't the like work paying for this? What? I've only seen comic artists who do hand inking spend that much on pens and ink. Yeah. Those pens are the definition of frivolous purchase. Yeah, no. For this dude, he does not need those pens. If it's for work, they need to reimburse him. Yeah. But it's a freaking fountain pen. I feel like that's not for work.
Make your fucking day. Here's a pen. Congratulations. Best thing you've ever had. You got an industrial flashlight. Oh my gosh.
Maybe the flashlight might be for work for the security thing. But he should get reimbursed for that, right? I've spent less on supplies for Inktober. Yeah. And you're also an artist. You actually use them though. I doubt that he's using this pen. Oh, he got acoustic panels. I keep on putting off buying those because I want to save money. So my setup right now is just taking leftover blankets that my parents were getting rid of and stapling them to the walls. And that's my soundproofing, is stapling blankets to the walls. It looks really funky, but it works. More or less. I can buy a $30 game today, and technically I'm reimbursed for it? What? I want it. How does that work? I'm very curious. I like fancy pens though, but you are paying over $600 in interest. You can't afford them. Yes.
Refill for pens.
What?
You refill for Parker pens.
So many pens. It works. I used to do recording in my closet. Yeah.
Wait, you're obsessed. This is crazy.
I use them for work.
Blankets and clothes are about 80% of the effectiveness of good sound panels. Yeah. So for now, for my cheapo reasons, the Goodwill or the almost Goodwill blankets are perfectly fine. It's just kind of weird because when I look to the side, I see Batman's like underwear because it was a Batman Snuggie is on my wall. Now I have a sound box around my mic. Ooh, because I get a $50 per day for food, but I can use it for whatever. They just add it to my paycheck. Oh, cool, cool.
You go through 4 pens a day?
Sometimes the ink is bad and they dry up.
Oh
real
my!
fast.
I don't believe you.
What is this? Automatic. If this is pen real,
I would roll with blankets until I had a solo studio. Honestly, yeah. I'm good with my blankets.
I'm gonna freak out. What is this? Brush kit? Is this to
Oh,
brush your pens?
no, that was for part of the car repair. Rather than having them charge me $100 for
Acoustic sound panels. You don't need that.
So that
No, need. Think of the word need.
well,
Yeah.
that was because I was having issues with noise for
Oh,
my
you're wearing the things that you just bought.
Indie.
How much are they?
Little spike earrings, those little weapons.
How much are they?
Protein powder. Great.
Is the ink bad, or does he just not know how to use it and store those fancy inks? Oh yeah, true. Maybe he's just not taking care of the stuff that he's buying.
Gotta grow all that muscle for all the intense pen writing.
That was spread over months. It's not like a ton of crazy
What are you talking
in one
about?
month.
It was July. This is last
Storage, probably. Yeah.
month. What are you on about? Oh, I guess that was 2 months ago. I write a ton. I fill these books up so quick. We refill it like once every 6 months.
What type of
Now you
pen is
messed
that? I
that
might
up.
buy
A
one.
Storage?
nice pen. No, don't. Don't. You don't have money to. Especially because what is this car? What is this auto loan? What is your car?
Oh, my car is a 2019 Hyundai Tucson. Not the best interest rate, but it's 5.66. So
Yeah, it's not. But
It's
if you
not
calculate in depreciation and everything, it's
the
probably not
worst,
keeping up with the market
guess,
anyway, where the money could
but,
be.
no, I just looked at it the other day
ink cartridges don't like sitting in light boxes. Yeah.
and saw that for the first time since I got it, I'm upside down.
What you see? What was it? What was the number?
I think it was like 9.5 or 10.
Huh?
I think so.
Huh? Oh, really?
I think
So you're down by a third because you owe $15,676.37. Yeah, 5.66% interest rate, $411 minimum monthly payment. And I do agree that the minimum monthly payments are stacking. Don't get me wrong on that. I just disagree that they are. You have nothing left after them. I really don't.
That
Yeah.
minimum is actually like $490, but it shows less because I always pay $500, and then after many months of that stacking up, it
Gotcha.
asks for less.
Again, you're
I have a dip pen and cheap ink. Just keep it in a wooden box. They are still good.
You're
Yeah.
not doing any debt payoff strategy that is actually proven to be beneficial. We got to reorganize this thing.
It's not making progress.
Venmo. This has started to come on the show recently. A Venmo credit card. I don't know when they came out with this, but anyone that's addicted to debt, they've started to get it.
That one I think I might cancel because I actually just saw
You cancel them all. You don't know how to use
Okay.
debt.
that one's raising the interest rate too. So 32.49.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, on my latest statement it
They're
says
finally making money. $1,409.39. Minimum monthly pay. You're over the limit again. You don't have a
Dude,
debt except for
every
your car.
limit.
You don't have a
Might cancel? Yeah, just might. Maybe. Yeah, I'll think about it. He's over the freaking limit.
debt that you're not over or at the limit. All for pens.
When did you
and
get that
ink?
card?
That's insane. I don't understand the point of this life that you're living. It's like you don't care about your future. And then your retirement, like you start to contribute to it, then you borrow against it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the retirement one's frustrating too because it used to have a really solid match. It started from 100% vesting schedule day one, but then as part of like the budget cuts, they just stopped offering 401k.
Well, your car, we're actually getting a higher private market value, but you know the condition better than us. So you put in your VIN and condition and everything. And
Of course, there's a 401k loan. I don't know why they keep popping up. It's been happening so much recently.
you got about 10,000 is what you got.
I might be wrong. I didn't print it out.
We're getting about 13.
Okay, well,
Oh, and we put in
that's not bad.
all the information that you had. No, not dramatically underwater, still underwater. Okay, yo, $50 a month on this Venmo card. Again, you're over the limit. There's purchases. I swear to.
What are you buying?
It's because I end up in these positions where I only have available money on one card.
Yeah, but why would you spend on the one card?
Because then I have nothing to
You
spend.
what?
You dumb little
What?
bearded guy. Listen, and I'm trying. I'm catching up.
You're a bearded
But guess
guy.
what? I'm trying. I'm just trying to process what I'm trying to say before I say it. So I just throw out words. We've already documented that you spend minimum $500 on bullshit, and then we have
Don't buy anything. Yeah, on the cards.
all those transfers out of $1,777. What you are saying, that statement that you said multiple times, is objectively incorrect. Plus, you're putting a little extra on everything, which is not an accurate debt payoff strategy, which means you still do have money. You do not have to spend on a card. Duh!
But then how do I pay my electric and how do I pay?
Oh, come on.
You absolute... You have the... What the are you talking about?
You should do that for
How
your
did what I
cat.
just say not make sense? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna make her break up with you right now. I'm gonna lose my mind.
My mind immediately goes to Caleb cucking him because my brain has been like ruined by the internet. Imagine getting cucked by Caleb.
Serious?
It like alliterates and everything. It sounds nice, doesn't it?
Do you seriously not comprehend what I've said? You put a little extra towards these debts that is not benefiting you because a little, but it's not actually making progress in a substantial
Caleb, Mr. Steal Yo Girl Hammer, yeah.
way. That money could pay your energy bills instead of putting more money on the cards, which actually just makes you go above the limit. All the extra money you put towards them, by the way, are completely negated because you spend on them anyway. So it doesn't really make any sense. There's really no purpose. You're just offsetting it. So you're not even putting anything extra to the credit cards anyway. But then it doesn't even matter because $1,777 went out. We don't know where the that went. That went to other accounts that went selling them, went Venmoing. And then guess what? $500 going out to eat and other bullshit. So I don't know what you're talking about. How can you keep saying that if mathematically it is proven right here? Take a look that is incorrect. How? That is gonna ruin my day. Do not say what you just said for like the 5th time this episode, because it is beyond.
I'm not saying to do it, but F paying back the cards until you pay your bills. What, like in terms of like prioritizing, like putting extra towards it, or because you could get like late fees too. So I'm 100% sure what you're saying.
Objectively incorrect.
So only pay the minimums on most?
Good. Can you turn
Pay your lights and all that jazz? Yeah.
her mic on real quick? Do you comprehend what I said?
No. Can
Oh, me. Oh my God.
Oh no!
I'm done. Turn her mic off. Oh my gosh. Where am I going wrong with my communication other than being loud? How?
No one is understanding. No one's understanding that you're supposed to pay this with cash and not with a credit card because the credit card just keeps on building up friggin' interest. If you miss a month on a card because of it, whatever, maybe worth it. I'd need to see like the number breakdown. Pay the minimum, pay your bills, put any extra toward the bills, yeah? Yeah, pay the minimum, pay your bills, put any extra towards bills, yeah. All the credit card company can do is sue you? Yeah, I guess.
And my producers are typing to me to break it down, but like, what is wrong? What is wrong? What am I doing? Okay, can I have the whiteboard?
I don't know his extra right now. Yeah. Let's see what it looks like.
Maybe I need to draw this. Okay. So here is the damn credit card balance that you have, okay? The balance.
I cannot read that. You need to work on your handwriting, Caleb. You can never be a teacher.
Little line, okay? Now, guess what? You make a little progress, a little extra progress. You add an extra line. But it doesn't matter because then you spend this much. So you've completely offset. In fact, you actually spend more because your balances have.
Dr. Caleb Hammer? Yeah. I guess he could be a doctor with that handwriting. Oof. I'm concerned Caleb might have a heart issue in the future from the stress of overexposure to stupid. Maybe. It's hilarious how mad he is that he can't write at all. He's resorted to just drawing. Yeah.
Only gone up. You're above the limit because then you add interest on top of that. Okay, wonderful. But not only that, guess what? Oh, you need to pay the little electricity bill over here. That's this. Well, at the same time, you spend the same damn amount on going out to fucking eat and other bullshit. So no, this first little sliver right here, this first sliver is not what is preventing you from paying your.
I'm gonna be honest. His drawing has confused me, and I even understood what he was saying. So I don't think this drawing's gonna help.
Your damn bills. It is the more balance that you're putting on there. It is the more interest that is accruing on there because you are putting a higher balance on there. It is your bullshit spending. It is, for example, just a light little example. It is in every best case possible. You.
Oh no.
Does that make more
That
sense?
looks like
Yeah,
X
it's
you?
Does the drawing get us there?
yeah.
They turn
It's
into an
not the
E
electric
and an
bill, it's
F.
the bull-
Kind of. There was more than that, but okay. If you
Oh,
walk
boy.
away with that, that's a start. And you're the one
The infographic is just graphic to our eyes with no information. Yeah, it's not great.
who understands finances at all. Like you're the one that's self-proclaimed. I'm great with this stuff.
I didn't say great.
Oh come on, but you know what you were thinking. Great, we're getting McDonald's and Audible on here.
gave a
Go to the f***ing library.
I gave a generous 4.
Yeah, but you talked up to producers. I know my numbers. I'm all good at my money.
Oh boy.
I know, I know my budget. I know everything that is happening. Everything is all good. I'm this mathematically perfect person who knows everything about
I
everything.
hope it's gonna have an
The
aneurysm.
extra 2,000 in spending. That it really
He said he's a 4? Yes, he did. He thought he was a 4.
doesn't add up to me.
And his reasoning was because he pays his bills. And that is why he is a 4.
And now I'm itching. I have to pee. There is something in my nose, and my bladder's like $453 in a checking account. Robinhood? You're putting money in Robinhood?
So that was
In?
and then I pulled it out. Yeah, later on when the finances got tough and I wasn't finding a job.
Oh gosh.
Okay. I hope that's not the only pullout you're doing because you guys cannot afford a kid right now. Zell, Ash, Capel, Ash, Cash, Apple. Oh my gosh, I'm losing it. Too many of these. Zell.
Oh,
Apple Cash.
Well, no. So the all of the Apple Cash things, Apple Cash is actually payments to the Apple Card. That's what those are because I first put it into Apple Cash because it processes.
Well, in the spreadsheet, Apple Cash wasn't the big one. It was all the Zells. So Zell out $25. Chick-fil-A. Affirm. We're affirming. So there's more. So there's more.
Boy, what are you affirming? Buy now, pay later, though.
More. We're affirming. What are you affirming? What possible world are you affirming?
That was for my level 3 certification for armed security. I didn't have.
That's your full-time job, right?
Yeah.
Do they reimburse you? If not, maybe don't do that.
Yeah, and then I figured just bumping the credentials for better
What
pay.
are you securing?
Apartments. And the job is just observe and report.
Do you just like spin in circles and hope those like go out and just like cut people?
That's the goal.
Do like
He doesn't have the financial behavior for a kid. No one has enough money for a kid. Debatable.
No.
But
Chick-fil-A.
I see what you're saying, I think.
Oh, we already did that. Apple Cash, Zell, Apple Cash, Taco Bell, Zell, Cash App, Hobby Lobby. We gotta be doing arts and crafts when we can't afford bills.
That was for a date.
When it's like, how long have you guys been dating?
A year?
Okay, she'll be fine. QT.
Hey. Depends on the company. Some require you to keep up your certification on your own, but others pay for it through the company. Okay.
Inside, you got a little drink.
I'm joking because kids are insanely expensive, and you kind of figure it out. Yeah, no, they're very expensive. Very expensive.
Or something.
Taquitos.
Isn't it so
boy.
funny when our entire financial life is collapsing and where there's no chance of retirement and everything is isn't it humorous, guys?
Gotta cope somehow.
Nope, you gotta actually make progress and actually do something about it instead. $177 in savings. Wow. Millionaire in no time. I don't even have access to your Robinhood. Do you have money in there anymore?
Nope, pulled it all out.
Okay.
Once I think I was struggling with those minimum payments, so I pulled that out to pay all the minimum.
This is what you specifically have in your application. I don't have too much random spending. I don't go crazy on gas or food.
It's not. I mean, they're usually spread out.
But you don't have any money. All your card balances are at max or above max. $1, honestly, on going out to eat for you would be crazy. You don't understand how. What?
$1 for going out to eat.
Yes, all
He's
your things
trying
are
to prove
above
a
the
point.
balances, and you say you can't pay your damn utilities because of your minimum payments. Are you kidding me? In what world can you?
A Costco size of diapers isn't a lifetime supply, apparently? Yeah, no. No. You need so many diapers. So many diapers. Hey. I forget what the estimates for like how much you pay in diapers for like 1 year. I want to say it's at least 1,000. I could be wrong though.
You go out to eat in that situation? In what world? And taking money from your parents. In what world do you get to be spoiled? What entitlement do you have?
It's what keeps me working hard.
Cloth diapers might be cheaper in the long run. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't want to deal with them. I'd prefer to pay than have to deal with washing poop out, you know?
Is just those
No,
small.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because guys, you know what? You're right. That's the first correct thing you said. It is what keeps you working hard because you have no other choice but to work hard because it's keeping you in the position where your credit cards are only maxed out. So you have to work hard. You don't get to take it easy because of those
Reusable diapers, yeah.
choices.
Yeah.
So you are f***ing right. You're correct. Now, how much did you apply for on a personal loan? Did you get approved? Is this a thing that's already happening? Are you already destroying yourself?
It's
My little sister, who is a hippie, basically did cloth diapers for a month, then gave up. Yeah.
sitting in my account because
Washing machine? It's not like we have to wash them down at the river anymore. Yeah, but I don't know. I'd be concerned about the sanitary stuff, but maybe I just need to do more research into it.
How much?
13.4. So my
Dude,
plan.
I could have connected you with the people, our partners in our resources section, the relief app people. I could have got you connected with them
That
for like
keeps
debt
coming up.
negotiations. It's more extreme cases. It's not for.
It's something you would like to try at least? That's fair. That's fair. I think my parents, I know that we had cloth diapers, so I'm assuming that they used some on me. I just don't know that much about it.
Everyone, but I could have got you connected with them. But instead, you're doing a personal loan.
Yeah, I've considered those debt negotiations.
Some are bad, some are good. It's just like anything out there. But again, with you take care of this with a personal loan, and guess what? Without changing your behavior, balances just go up.
Try it. Some people can do it. Yeah, with the cloth diapers. Yeah.
That's what keeps me working hard. If that's what you say after all of this, then you're not going to make any progress if you pay off your debt with a personal loan. That's what keeps me working hard. As a full-time creator.
Freaking AI videos. I don't care. Okay, there we go.
So the plan with that was pay off the Best Buy one, which
I know what your plan was. You already said it. It's as obvious that it's not going to go the way you're planning. I've seen people on this show the way return. No, actually, okay, two options. Okay, I will give you two options. You can do the personal loan, but close the other cards because you cannot be trusted to have access to that money. Okay, that's option one. Or option two, pay off the personal loan with that money now and just close it and call it done. But you cannot be trusted with that money in your account from the
Probably would have been easier after my oldest niece was crawling and stuff, honestly. Maybe.
Personal loan. And you cannot be trusted with the infinite money cards on the credit cards. You've proven that because you have no available spending on any card more than a couple dollars. You've proven you can't be trusted with it in any way. So those are the two options. Are you willing to commit to one of those two options?
Newborn poop is just the most foul stuff ever? Yeah. Yeah. Do I share my newborn poop story? Because I have one. I don't know if we need to go all gross, but
Are you willing to commit to any of those two options? Or is ink more important?
Ink's not more important. I think.
he's not a credit card person at all. No, he's every single card is at the max.
Willing to commit to one of those two options?
Yes, I could close some cards.
The ones that you transfer over, no matter what. No matter the what.
Okay.
Look at your history. We can get you to be a credit card person. We've had people on the show that have come on the follow-ups channel and they've become credit card people. It's great. We can get you there. You're not. This would only create a more dangerous situation and more debt for you to pay off.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, valid concern.
So what cards does that pay off? So you're putting what towards it?
I wanted to start with the highest ones, which are Best Buy and
so
Venmo.
Best Buy's gone.
Venmo's
fully... Okay, so Best Buy and Venmo.
And then after that, I was going to start hitting the Discover.
Whoa. No. What does the personal loan pay off?
Fully those two.
Okay.
And then the majority of Discover.
Discover. Discover, it brings it down to what?
I think I get paid on Friday, and with that combined should be zero.
Okay. Now, it's 13,000? What's the personal loan?
13.4.
What is the minimum monthly payment?
$340.
Okay. So as we do your budget, we will now use that. So that's the option we're doing. What hits your account on a monthly basis?
Little over 4.
What's a little over 4?
Just say 4, I guess.
With the way that they're switching up. 4. Should be 4,300.
Okay, 4,300. Your minimum monthly payment debts with everything readjusted now with the personal loan. Your new debt payments total will be $1,301.96.
That is insane.
What's your rent? Your portion.
Including utilities or no?
Well, just rent
whatever.
first. Sure, include utilities. Sure, total thing.
I believe it's 1,300 now.
Your portion?
Yeah. So our
What?
place is.
Good downgrade.
I mean, she has suggested the same.
Dude, you're
she's right.
Round Rock. You do not need to be in a place this much.
It's a nice
Clara,
place.
what's your new rent?
Good lord.
Dude, 1,600. Her place is nice.
Is that single bed or double?
Double.
Or get 2 roommates, yeah.
Yeah, that's
This is insane. When is your lease up?
in January 18th.
Okay. Downgrade. So
Yeah, please.
1,300 with utilities is your half?
With utilities, yeah.
Is that including internet?
Yeah.
Okay. Downgrade. My gosh. Okay, your portion of the phone bill.
$250.
Oh,
That is insane. Is it because they're financing phones?
please
Why is it
pay
so
that
expensive?
off and switch to helium for $20 a month. Please. That's it's at $240? What is it? Is it you're not even wearing an Apple Watch? What is it?
I didn't want to wear an Apple Watch because I get distracted, but I have the Ultra. I have an iPad. I have an iPad Pro. I have the
Dude.
Galaxy S24
iPad Pro,
Ultra.
MacBook Pro, and MacBook Studio. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my gosh. Freaking Apple Bro. iPhone 16 Max ain't free? Yeah, that is insane. So many little tech toys. Dude, you don't need all the tech toys. Stop.
Nice. Tech is my weakness. Number
It
one.
is mine too, but you know you don't use it. You don't use the iPad
Well,
Pro.
I use iPad all the time for everything.
Really?
Entertainment.
You don't use your
work.
MacBook.
The MacBook I use.
Sell.
No, I use it when I'm on the go because my Mac Studio, since it's a desktop.
Use your iPad.
Good
Choose
lord.
one. Sell the other.
Issue is iPad OS is kind of compared to
Cool.
Mac.
Sell your iPad.
It's
Buddy, make
Oh, come on,
Sacrifices. It's fine.
dude. You don't need to have hotspots for all your stuff. You can go without the internet. Yeah.
how do I? And then the financing requires the service on it, so I'd probably be upside down and then still be stuck paying the service.
financing requires the
Oh,
service.
boy.
Call them, see what you can do. See if you can trade in and get rid of it. They might take a trade in. We need to lower your. The 240 is insane. I mean, that's just insane. How much on vroom vroom gas?
Maybe 150.
Car insurance?
200, and that's including renter's insurance. I pay them bundled.
TP fund, $100. You're allowed to contribute $300 to the grocery pot. Do you guys live together? And so, yeah.
Rose, why are you hurting me like this? Oof.
You do. $300. That's what you can do. Follow the meal plan. Adjust it to your needs in the budgeting program. Any ongoing healthcare expenses. This is copays. This is prescriptions.
Currently, no.
Do you have a pet?
Okay. Gym?
No, it's in the apartments.
Yeah. Pets?
Yeah. Yes.
Pet food? Your portion?
Let's say 60 a month, maybe.
Okay. What are they?
I have a husky, and she has a Great Pyrenees.
Okay. I only care about yours when we're talking about
Okay, there's no way that the pet food is $60. A husky and a Great Pyrenees. Those are huge. There's no way that it's only $60. There's no way. There's no way.
your money. So
A husky.
cool. Doing $35 for pet insurance. Get it. It'll save you money. Some disagree with it, but it's literally.
Those are big dogs that eat so much. Yeah, no. Great Pyrenees are huge. Huskies by themselves are huge, but Great Pyrenees are even bigger. Some of my dude's family has Great Pyrenees. Crazy big. Do their dogs go hunt too?
Saved me thousands of dollars. Anything else that needs to be in your budget? You kill it with rent, man. You destroy this whole thing. But go ahead. Anything else that needs to be in your budget?
Oh yeah, are you saying like the dogs going hunting is how they're gonna actually keep the pet food to $60?
And she makes less than you at a restaurant?
Yeah, usually.
God. How are your finances?
They're okay.
Are they worse than
Are
his or
they?
better?
They're worse.
No. That's not honest.
You want to come on the show next week?
No.
Oh Lord.
$3,782 is what's needed to survive on a monthly basis. You have an extra $518. Conveniently, how much was spent on bullshit?
Yeah, they need to get food somewhere. Yeah.
Hey, like not even.
Oh no, you spent more than that. Remember, $2,000 more. But just bullshit alone is what pushes you to the edge. But that extra $500 a month.
How did he get into a place not making 3 times the rent? Good point. That's weird. They're paying for it together, but I'm not sure. I'm just glad this guest isn't absolutely clout chasing. Yeah. Not like Barbie. Barbie was totally clout chasing.
Month, boom, you start making you 401k loan is
Oh, fake the income on his application type thing? Oof.
paid off immediately in
Maybe.
the first month. Set the rest aside. Can't get a full 1 month emergency fund. Will take us 6 months.
Well, didn't you say the 401k should wait till after the cards?
We're snowballing, so you stay motivated because this is going to be a long process. Obviously, work your best to increase your income through getting a job that you actually want, a sales job at a place.
A place that does see pay stubs? Yeah, no, I think that's generally what they do. I don't know. Maybe him plus the chick was fine, or maybe at the time he was making more money. Maybe it was before he went down, cause he went from full time to part time with the video game thing. So maybe it was still when he was full time. Is when he applied. You can fake pay stubs, especially if you're self employed. Um, yeah. I don't know. I don't know when they got the place.
That you want. You're already working 70 hours a week, right? So you
Yeah,
need
he's not self-employed right now. He's doing the security and the game thing, and then he also does like the other like side hustles. So yeah, I don't know.
get that 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week somewhere, and then get an extra job. So we need to boost this to about 5,000 because that all of a sudden, if you have an extra 1,000 instead of 500 that you can throw your debt, this is gonna accelerate it. Because let's see, if we're talking a 6-month emergency fund with what your debt situation, minimum monthly payments after that would be.
Drop shipping isn't W-2. Yeah, for that little bit. And he doesn't strike me as a guy who would be good with Photoshop. Yeah.
6-month emergency fund, probably we're gonna call it 17,000. Okay, plus 1,000. 31 plus 1,803 plus 244. Wait, your 401k loan, was that paid off in the personal loan?
They're not paid off.
No, in the personal loan?
No, I didn't.
It was the Freedom Best Buy.
No, it was Best Buy.
Sorry, sorry, never mind. I just crossed that out. I confused myself. Okay, plus 5,000 plus 5,390 for the Freedom. Oh my gosh, plus 7,306 for the Costco, plus the car at 15,676, plus the 13,400 personal loan. So that brings us to, you need to get a total of $62,330. Now, that takes at the progress you're able to make, not taking into account any interest, but also not taking into account the extra payments you put towards it once you pay off a debt. 120 months. Yeah, that's 10 years. Like, you may as well go bankrupt at that point because it would be on your record for 10 years.
Good Lord.
It might be less stressful. So,
really?
So what's the solution to that? Because this cuts you down to bare
But none of that matters because I need to move out or get 2 roommates yesterday. True.
bones.
True.
One, you downgrade. I need your portion of rent to be maxed out after utilities at $800 starting at the beginning of the year. Boom, that doubles the money you can throw towards the debt. That turns it from 10 years to 5 years. Like, is that not substantial? That's crazy. That's life-changing. Oh. Now, what do we go from there? Bring in an extra $500 a month, an extra income after taxes through getting that different job, and then even working a second job on top of that. And I think you'll do better than that. I do. But let's just say you do that. Actually, let's just say you add it by an extra 1,000. So now we have an extra 2,000 to throw. Okay, cool. Now it's down from 10 years to 2.5 years to have a fully funded emergency fund in literally no debt. So that's, I think, what we have to do. You need to go get that job, finally get a full-time job once more in the sales world, which I think you can. You know, add that certification, plus experience, plus a good resume, plus good interview skills. Okay, work on all that. Always easier said than done. Boom. Get that, plus a part-time job on top of that. And maybe the security you can do part-time, who knows? So boom, take that, try to bring in $5,300 a month. You do that, plus downgrading your rent to your portion being no more than $800 a month in rent after utilities. You do that, you're out of debt, and you have a fully funded emergency fund in 2.5 years. And 2.5 years is nothing. It goes by in a blink of an eye. So
fair enough.
That's what I would do. You could go the lazy and also stressful and also expensive route of bankruptcy. I wouldn't. But if you want to keep your life flat, that's what I would do. Or you can continue doing what you're doing and you'll be in debt with no retirement by 65. That's where you're headed. With the way you're doing it, with balances only going up and borrowing against our 401k to pay off other debt, that's where you're going. So that's no longer an option if you're going to be a big boy. And I highly recommend it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, good plan.
What do you think? I need your true, honest thoughts on that. That's a lot. And this is going to take work. This is not an easy thing. You put yourself in a mess, it takes a bit to dig up. Got to build the ladder, my dude. So what is it? It's
probably easier than struggling the way I have been. So yeah, I could probably do that. Could do that.
Will you do it? Do you think you will? We have the follow-up channel. In a year from now, am I going to see almost half this debt paid off?
Hopefully. I don't know about that.
In a year.
And a 1-month emergency fund. And those cards closed that we talked about.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'm going to say I doubt it.
Okay.
He doesn't, because he...
I hope so.
It's just because he flip-flops on everything. Like, he keeps on changing jobs and trying to get into all these side hustles. I don't know if he'll be able to stick to this long term, just from what I've seen.
See you on the follow-up channel then. Let's get your Hammer Financial Score now, and then we'll get you a Hammer Financial Score in a year. See the progress that you've made. Spending a budget, you overspend, so it's a 0 out of 10 automatically. Debt, you don't have collections, but your debt is really bad. Plus the 401k loan can't give you any better than a 1 out of 10. Again, you thought you were 4 out of 10? Like okay. Emergency fund.
Less than a 1.
The savings was nothing. 0 out of 10. What was it, like $100? It was nothing. Retirement, you have a 401k loan, though it is about a fourth of your total equity position there, a third. Still not good. Hate that you're doing that. And for your age, 25, can't give you any better than a 2 out of 10 for that. Real estate, not a part of the conversation yet. 0 out of 10, especially since you mentioned real estate at the beginning. So
Probably going to start and close a business in the next year, probably. Oh yeah, he was looking into starting up a business, wasn't he?
Oh,
I mentioned real estate. When?
yeah, you're like, I needed to get a house.
Oh yeah.
Hammer financial score rounded up, barely. You barely made the threshold, but rounded up 1 out of 10. So make sure to check out all the resources linked in the description below. We're gonna bring your girlfriend in on camera for the post show. We're going to talk about some extra drama, some things going on, bringing the producers who know everything about your life that I don't know. And it's going to be a good conversation. So make sure to stick around for the post show. You can join that link in
I didn't hear that, but he gives off that vibe. He totally does. He really
the
does.
description below. And get the budgeting and investing program for 15% off bundled together. See you in the post show. Today on the Financial Audit Post Show. Did you know his situation is as we have discovered today?
No.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was a lot better. I was gonna have him help me. That's how much better
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
But I didn't know about like that he was over limit. He gets onto me, so it's.
What is your guys' future?
Hypocrite.
To watch the Financial Audit Post Show, click the join button below.
Oi. Oi. Let's see what we got over here. What do we got? Okay. Fun fact, despite me and my husband being in good finances, he stopped getting drinks/snacks from the gas station because all he hears in his head is going inside, getting some bullshit. And that's some pretty good motivation. Bro went from I'm financially literate to I have no idea in less than 5 minutes. The show really humbles people, yeah? Cutting hours at a stable job to do solar sales. Here we go, yeah. What? Great Pyrenees and a Husky. Two notoriously great breeds to have in an apartment in the heat of Texas. You know what? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Pro tip, you don't pay your bills if you're asking your parents for money and maxing out your credit cards. Yes. Next time on the Caleb Hammer Reactions, what will the content gotcha bring us? Who knows? Join us next time on Twitch. Same rat time. Same rat channel. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe and follow on Twitch if you're interested in seeing these live. I hope you have a good day and thank you for your time. Goodbye.